I'm going.
God. Chad.
Yeah.
Poor Chad. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I'm like, this can't be true.
No, it can't be true. It wasn't true.
Thank God. I mean,
I feel sorry for him.
I mean, I don't get jelly over like Trevor, but
Trevor.
Chad would piss me off, Kate.
Oh my God. Well, Trevor.
This girl.
Jelly. John, you're back in the 6th grade? What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you?
Too young for him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, now he'd be jealous and upset if she fucked Chad. Why? Who cares? You don't like her that way, John. You keep telling us that over and over again. So what do you care?
Yeah, you should.
He keeps bringing up sexual things to her, too.
Yes.
The whole show, he keeps going like, doesn't Ray's chin look like a vagina? And she kind of played it off. And he goes, it's like a gina chin. And she but it's like a vagina there. You can like, you dig in it like a vagina. And she finally went like, yes, it's like a vagina. And he's like, yeah. Let it go.
Yeah, and I have clips coming up where he starts telling her about his sexploitations and going into graphic detail. It's like, Kate doesn't, I'm sure these are the phone conversations too. I'm sure it is. Kate doesn't want to hear about a 58-year-old hooking up with a 62-year-old.
Look at this bloated, drunk, misshapen dwarf trying to hit on this girl and then complaining about her looks. He's a delusional asshole.
This is how you turn girls on, Carl. You're wrong.
Okay, I'm mistaken on
Get
this
a girl
one.
sloppy wet.
Okay, so at this point, Chad now joins the show.
This is where it gets good.
Yeah, so John had sent out the invite to Chad because he wanted Chad to come on to bash Ray DeVito because he didn't know Kate was going to come on because she didn't respond, and then she came on, and so now, this is awkward. We have this love triangle happening, and now we're all on the show together, and
Yeah, this gets awkward quick.
I think John's an idiot. I do think that Kate is playing him. Now, I'll provide more evidence of that. If you want to disagree with me, Patrick, I'm all open to that. But I also believe that Chad is not playing a character, that he really is this incel that he comes off as on this show.
Guess who? Now, before, like I sent you the link, but I didn't hear back, and I was like, she's probably still shopping. So then I sent Chad the link to Trash Ray. So now Chad's here. Now, it's up to you if you want me to bring, because I don't want to
Oh, Chad's here?
Yeah, but I don't want to bring him on if you don't want him
bring it on. Bring him on.
Hey, Chad.
What's going on?
Chad, please don't troll me.
Kate, why are you lying about me?
He has the most broken record of all the broken records. You know what he's going to say. Why are you lying about me? Everyone's always lying about poor Chad. It's crazy.
This is $500. It wouldn't cover the gas,
Right.
much less food. And so Chad gets the check for $500, drives back to Florida. On the way in Birmingham, he stops, he tweets out, tells everybody, I just got robbed at gunpoint.
Oh, I remember
It was
this.
outside
Yes.
a hotel.
Yes.
It was October 2021.
Yep.
And he says, they took my money, they took my backpack, they took my podcasting equipment, they took my check, they took everything. And I said, let me text the manager to tell her to stop payment on the check. And he's like, no, I deposited it with my phone. All these texts I posted on Twitter yesterday. He's like, I already deposited on my phone, thank God, So then I did this thing about Chad. I said, Chad, you made $400 that week. I knew he made $500, but I wanted him to post the check to prove. It's just trolling Chad.
Sure.
I wanted him to post the check like, no, I made $500, as if that's
It was the same thing, but
a
okay.
good rate
Right.
for 11 days.
Yeah.
So I tell him, if you can post the check proving you made more than $400, I'll double it. So he waits 3 months, and then he posts the check yesterday. I got the check, and he goes, and I never even cashed it.
What?
So there's at least 2 lies, and here's what they are. He forgets he texted me that he cashed it. He
Right.
forgets that he said it was stolen,
Right.
but he also has it still, and he never cashed it.
Well,
So
that
let's
is that thing. I love poor people who try to pretend like this is what a rich person would do. Yeah, I don't even
Right.
cash checks that you give me for the
Yeah,
work
rich
that
people
I do.
Yeah, they don't put the money in their bank. They just forget it.
It's like, I'm so rich, I do something for a week and a half, and I don't even care if I get paid. That's how rich I am. What?
Right. So it just proves he lies about everything. He said he cashed a check. He said he didn't cash a check. He said he had the check stolen. This proves that whole robbery was fake.
Yes.
This proves a past lie. So he just lies about everything.
I'm starting to think that his friend in Cleveland wasn't in a car accident. I don't know. I mean, it's starting to seem like this person that no one could find in any social media to even exist in the world might not have been in a car accident.
He wasn't a writer for the Kareem Abdul. Sorry, I'm getting them mixed up now. God, he said he was a writer for some roast, and that Comedy Central went in and took him out of the.
He did.
That's why he's not on IMDb. It's like what?
Chad, you can't write roast jokes. He's so bad at that style.
It's awful.
We saw him at Kevin Brennan's roast. He had no idea what to do with that.
Reading your own jokes, you're flubbing them.
Yeah. The only one getting laughs during his set was Aaron Berg. He's the only one getting laughs during that. All right. So Chad is now claiming that all Kate wants is attention. Which, could you imagine someone here in the Dabbleverse wants attention? Them's fighting words right there.
Yeah, you're doing it today on John's show. You're trying to get attention to yourself in the situation.
Well, wait, Chad. We've been talking purely platonically, having a lot of laughs. And then she said, hey, do you want me to come on today? So, but we've talked for how long now, Kate? This has been going on for a while, right?
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, but obviously she tells me about Trevor. It's not anything nefarious. I mean, she tells me she's going out on a date with Trevor. It's something, I'm not hitting on her, Chad. But apparently you wanted to hit on her on Monday night, correct?
No, we were fine.
What the fuck is going on? Apparently you wanted to hit on her on Monday night.
Intentions of hitting on her, did you not?
What the fuck are we even talking about right now?
You're the nefarious one.
I have to point this out. What 24-year-old woman wants to talk on the phone with a 58-year-old for hours? They don't even like talking on the phone. I don't know anyone in their 20s who talks on the fucking phone.
Right. This is a 15, 16, 17-year-old thing.
Yes.
And then you have a 50-year-old, a 60-year-old, and a 24-year-old who talk for 6 hours at a time.
Well, and what's crazy is when you say like 15, 16-year-old, they even get into, I think I have the clip in a little bit here, they even get into a fight about who talks to her more on the phone.
Yeah.
That'd be like if, you and your buddy in 8th grade both have a crush on the same girl. Like, yeah, well, guess what? I called her last night. I did too. Oh, really? I wanted to talk to her for. Oh, yeah? Oh.
This is one of Chad's old MOs. He's very concerned with who's known people the longest, who's a better friend. He's done this with Ray. He actually yelled at Ray previously about Kate Meaney, like, bet me that I'm better friends with Kate Meaney than you right now. Bet me that I'm not better. It's like, what a sick bet.
One of his big comebacks to us when we first started goofing on him was he said that Joe Rogan knows what his name is.
Yeah. I think Joe Rogan listens to his show.
I'm like, okay, but you haven't been on his show or ever talked to him, so who cares? What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
He said this. He said Tim Dillon and Joe Rogan listen to his show.
They definitely do not. No one does.
Right.
What are you talking about?
They're two of the 78 Patreons, Chad.
Right. That makes sense. All right. So now, this is actually the perfect clip. Coming up next, we're going to argue about who talks the most on the phone with Kate.
You were like
He goes, whose phone's better?
It's like a survey after a customer service call. How did John satisfy your needs today?
All right, let me just back that up. Let's play that again. This is sincere John. This is not a bit that he's doing. So wait, did you hear that right?
So, Kate, what is it? I mean, you told Chad that he was your best friend?
I never said that.
Multiple lies. John, she's lying. She's lying.
Strip clubs are amazing and they're fun.
Kidding me? I love that. I used to take my wife to the strip club all the time.
And she was looking for cocaine. I'm like, that's
no,
not
I
my
wasn't.
thing.
Chad,
Yeah, you
come
did.
on.
You lying.
No, I wasn't. You're lying. You're just trying.
Bring on
No, we don't
Stancil.
need to do that. We don't need to do that.
All right, now I'm starting to see the appeal here. She wants to do blow and go to strip clubs. All right, I'm watching any of this.
Right. And it'll change. Like, she'll be on the phone with Ray DeVito about Chad next week. And then she'll be on the phone with Chad about John. And then on the phone with John about Ray. And it's like, Ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's exhausting. This is, you want to talk about pathetic. I mean, it's unbelievable. These guys make themselves look worse and worse. You should not do a show with an attractive woman. You look terrible doing it.
Hey, Chad, weren't you amazed at how nice I am in person?
You were. I'm glad we squashed it and you accepted my apology, and
We're going to hear his version of it, and there's something very telling about this.
I appreciate that.
Well, not only that, if you remember, before you went on, I stood up because I knew everybody was like a lot of people were fans of mine. And I said, look, guys, the audio's not good. Don't talk. Let the comics do their act. Try to keep it down. Don't you remember I did that?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That was very, very
Isn't
nice
that
of you.
kind of me?
See,
He goes, I knew they were all fans, and he caught himself. Some of them are big fans of mine. Like, he really
it'd be
thinks...
weird if I didn't say anything. They wanted me to stand up.
right. He really thinks that all of Atlantic City, I think it's because of Vince the loser telling him this over and over again. He really thinks that none of this would have happened. No one would have cared about it if John weren't there yelling "Skull"
Yeah, the weekend would have
every
fallen
other
apart.
beer. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay,
But I
So-
love that he did both. He sat there and was attentive to the comedy show, and he kept standing up and making it about him.
Yeah, he said, I'm a celebrity. He starts tattling on everyone. So John likes to say he didn't call security. Doesn't matter. When they showed up, you couldn't wait to tattle on everyone. What's security supposed to do? This guy was trashing my kids 4.5
They
months
asked me
ago
if
on
I-
the internet.
I would
now-
laugh in his face.
They went back to the camera and saw that he was about to I think I knocked his hand accidentally.
Yeah.
But they went back to the camera and saw that he was coming in at me with his hand, and they asked me if I wanted him thrown out.
Oh, no
And
shit.
I was like, no.
Wasn't that funny? Because KB certainly wanted Bob Levy thrown out.
Yeah, he walked
couldn't-
away yelling it.
He couldn't
Throw him
wait
out.
to tell
Throw him
security to
out.
throw them out. What is wrong with these bitches? So bizarre. So anyway, that's why I'm saying John has turned this into he almost beat up Patrick Melton and Rocco Burrow. Both of these guys would annihilate John. He's not in good shape. He's a short little guy. He's much older than both of them. None of this makes any fucking sense. Nobody thinks
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'm not. Just set the record straight. I'm not in good shape or know how to fight either. But
Right.
I'm 6'5" and he's 5'7". I mean, he's got T-Rex arms. It's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad.
I picture Patrick just holding him back by the forehead, you know.
Well, Patrick said the best thing because you see the video. Patrick's just standing there with a cigarette in his hand, just looking at John, not flinching or anything. And Patrick said afterwards, he goes, "I saw the guy. He's intoxicated. He's small. If he'd have thrown a punch, it wouldn't have done any damage. So I wasn't worried about it."
I've been hit in the face. I know what it feels
Yeah,
like.
right.